Hey everybody, it's your old pal Robert from ThrillRide.com. How you doing? So I'm kind of sorry to say this is the last of the coaster and theme park road trip 2023 review episodes. Again, this is covering this incredible 2-week journey. The season pass took last summer, covered a whole bunch of parks, and the full reviews of the first 4 parks are available in 2 previous episodes. So this one's going to cover the last 2 parks of the trip, Holiday World and Silver Dollar City. And as you can see, I'm wearing the one t-shirt souvenir I brought back from the trip because getting a last ride fire in the whole shirt was simply unavoidable. So at Holiday World, we covered a fair amount of that in the first episode. We talk a lot about our water park experience in this video. And of course I shot no video there. So you'll get to enjoy a fair amount of gobbler getaway on-ride footage. Holiday World's a really fun shooter dark ride. And a few other random shots just taken from around the park. And then Silver Dollar City, of course. What a place. I looking back at all the footage, once more blown away by how physically beautiful it is and some of the best rides of the trip. And of course, the simply incomparable Marvel Cave Tour. The whole reason that park exists. If you can do it, it's unmissable. It's so great. And of course, we wax rhapsodically about Time Traveler. Easily one of the best rides in the world. One of my favorite rides of any kind in the world. Easily one of my favorite roller coasters in the world. So great. So yeah, sorry to kind of see this all come to an end. But yeah, hope you'll enjoy this final look at some of the best amusement parks in America.
Monument. That's exactly right. This is our Liberty Bell. Some people say it looks like Darth Vader's helmet.
Yeah, and again, we knew Holiday World was going to be magical, one of our favorite parks. And it was the only time weather really hit us, right? Because we got there, had a lovely morning, and then had this insane experience waiting for me.
And I was complaining the entire time.
No, you weren't complaining
Not the entire time. But what's a little silly about that? The entire trip, or the week leading up to the trip, he was all like, "Guys, this is gonna suck, but we're probably gonna have thunderstorms almost every day."
Yeah, that's what I kept on saying. It's true.
And we didn't hit a thunderstorm until the very end of the trip, and it closed the park out, which is a new thing for both of them.
Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever experienced that.
It's a Holiday World. We got in there. We did the Voyage. We did Raven.
Thunderbird was
Thunderbird.
Oh my gosh, Thunderbird.
So
oh, yeah. Let's just say we rode the 2 best wing coasters on the planet on this trip.
Yeah. Gatekeeper was my favorite until we went on Thunderbird. Holiday World, and Thunderbird by far is the best wing coaster.
I have never ridden the other 2 wing coasters.
The Wild Eagle and X-Flight, right?
Is X-Flight supposed to be good?
It looks cool. It's got the same twisting drop that Gatekeeper has, which I love.
Six Flags tends to do a poopier jobs with their meetings.
My son speaking.
We love Six Flags. Yeah, but
not right now.
Not right now.
I want
Six Flags.
We don't hate it. I like Six Flags. They just need to take better care of Discovery Kingdom.
Yeah. And Magic Mountain and everything. Yeah. They're not operating. Okay, I'm not going to get on. Six Flags, change your CEO.
Yeah,
CEO.
Oh, right, Thunderbird.
There's a cage on the inside seat.
That's right. Yeah, you have that little leg guard there.
Especially on the very front, the front seat. It sticks out so it stops you from kicking your leg out at all. And Zach has very long legs.
Yeah, so he's always going to.
I hit my leg on it by accident the first time.
But for a launch coaster, man, that's a nice little launch. They get you out of there.
Yeah, launch.
Yeah.
The problem with wing coasters is that they have those vest restraints, and the huge problem with those vest restraints is that they don't start off that bad, but then as you're riding them, they come down so hard throughout the entire ride, and it makes it so hard to breathe to the point where there's were those vest restraints to the point where you're thinking in your head, and you're thinking like, these vest restraints are plain awful.
Well, I see. I don't mind them so much, but I also
It doesn't make it hard to breathe for me.
I also learned how to work with those vests, and what I do is I sit up directly up in the chair, and when they bring it down, I keep my shoulders up,
So it gives a little.
so it
breathing
gives me space. And then so when you're riding it, it goes down. It's already got space that it's working with, and I've learned that helps a whole lot. So yeah, going back to the thunderstorm, waiting in line.
We waited in line for.
We got our swimsuits on to go because we wanted to get in the park because we wanted to do the 3 major water coasters. 2 of them for sure.
Yep.
I kept on talking about Wilder Beast, and I went on that back
It was amazing.
in 2011. I'm like, you have to go on this. This is not just a slide. This is a true ride experience. And Mammoth is there, which was the next one. And Mammoth is new to me because they announced that the year after we were there. So we went in to go in line for Mammoth, which is about an hour long line, right? As we were getting through, we got all the way up to the station.
Yeah, we were like 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
we got to the last little switchback before we actually go into the switchback from the station. No. And then I look off in the distance and I go, "Those are some scary looking clouds."
Yeah.
I said, "Should we have to worry about those?" And my dad just goes, "Don't worry about it."
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
And then we get to where they load the boats, and the lifeguard, like, they pull all the boats off.
They start pulling the boats off it. Yeah.
And then
they ultimately had to shut down all the rides in Holiday World. And so we waited in that station
About 3 hours.
3 hours, and then they closed the park down.
But the fact that we got to go back the next day, get an amazing ride on Voyage and Raven and Legend.
Yeah,
which you and I enjoyed
because
a little bit more.
Of the
I
policy
really
that
like
they
the
do at
way-
Holiday
I
World,
oh,
that if they
yes.
close it,
Huge shout out to them. Yeah.
if they close it, they open that you can use that ticket for another day.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire year, we obviously use it the very next day on Tuesday, because Tuesday was supposed to be our day that we drive to Silver Dollar City, and plans got changed, and we went to Holiday World
went with
that
flow.
morning, and then drove to Silver Dollar City.
Let's talk about the water slides there.
What was your favorite?
Wildebeest.
Nice. Yeah, Wildebeest Rock.
I like Mammoth, but we got soaked on that thing.
Oh man! Oh, boo-hoo! You got wet on a water slide. Oh,
Well,
no
tell them not just how wet we got, but what happened to the boat at the end of Mammoth.
We got on the boat. There was an extra rider with us.
Right.
And before we got on, Dad said, "Have you ridden this?" And he said, "Yes, the water's freezing."
That's right. That's
And
right.
The water was not freezing.
And then we
It felt
we
right.
started.
Goodness.
Then we started going up the lift hill, and then immediately as we started going up the lift hill, they start just pouring water on us. and then we get to the top. There are these sprinklers of water, and I was just like, "Oh no! Oh no! I am in a terrible spot right now." and then we go in, and then we go down the drop, and I was just like, and then for the rest of the ride, I was literally like this.
He was.
The first turn on Mammoth is the most insane thing. I don't know what. It's pitch black.
It's not, you're talking about after the first drop coming up and then.
Yeah. Sorry.
So it's like
It's pitch black, and all of a sudden there's just this tidal wave of water, and it shot through the boat and straight up into my nose.
Yep. But what happened when we got back into the station? What else was in the boat along the ride?
Our raft was completely.
we finished the last turn. There's another one of those tidal waves, and it came up around the boat, and all the water just sat in the boat.
It was
Literally
completely full.
filled the
Our raft was literally filled with water all the way. And I looked at the guy that was riding with us. I'm like, "Is this normal?" He's like, "I've never seen it before."
There is a point on Mammoth at the very end where it's going so fast that the entire raft and you are completely vertical.
Yeah, you're 90 degrees up on the wall.
That was genuinely unnerving.
Yeah.
It's like that's not what a water ride is supposed to be.
I
That
was
was-
looking down at the floor of the water slide.
Wildebeest is fantastic.
Waiting in line for Wildebeest.
That sucks.
That was a hot
The
wait,
line
but-
sucks for Wildebeest. That's
Yeah.
over an hour. It took us over an hour to get on the ride, and it's a very just very skinny lines back and forth, back and forth.
So many switchbacks.
You think you're done, and then
Switchbacks,
you,
it
and
just
then you
keeps
finish the
going.
next switchback, and it's like
Yeah.
another one spawned in front of it.
Yeah, it just keeps going. But the ride,
Totally worth it. Totally worth it.
Like you
What a
can,
blast.
like every time we rode it, we got some serious airtime because because every time you ride it, the raft launches you off the slide.
Yeah.
Up the hill, man.
You
Yeah.
can
you feel it
it.
hit the slide from
Yeah,
after.
yeah. No, and they loved listening to the Q announcements. Like, this is a thrill ride. This isn't a water coaster. This is a straight up thrill ride.
Rated
It was
#1
amazing.
water park coaster 3 years in a row.
Water
Water
park
park
attraction.
attraction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of all of them. Yeah. So, and man, I couldn't agree more. I think we all agree. Like, Mammoth was epic and fantastic. Wildebeest was our favorite
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Yeah, so good.
Absolutely.
So good. Yeah. Oh, and one more thing about Holiday World.
The what?
Liberty launch.
Oh, Liberty.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, Liberty Lounge. I kept on saying that this ride is like it literally.
I did
is
not
an
ride
SNS
that because I had a headache.
It's an SNS space shot, but it's only 70 feet. But it has the same power as any other space shot. So when you hit the top of it,
You hear it go. it just shoots you back. It's
it's doing whatever it can to throw you out of that
Yeah,
seat.
but yeah, great park. I mean, we're always gonna love Holiday World. Just the best. Just the
And
best.
then we drove to Silver Dollar City. You've been to Silver Dollar City before.
Yeah, once
We've
just
never
after
been.
they opened Buzzsaw Falls, so that was again almost 30 years ago. And I remember it was beautiful, but wow. I mean, we were all just blown away by the landscaping, and I mean,
An amazing park.
So gorgeous.
First time there, and it won't be the last time.
oh no, because we're going back for
Oh, dude, the fire in the hole whenever they announce. I think it's August 14th. They said is when they're announcing it.
Yep,
9:30 a.m. August 14th.
yeah. This will probably already be announced by the time this thing is loaded.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna
Oh,
be.
that building that they have for it is huge.
what makes you say that the track looks like you can see it. Okay, I don't know if there's any.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing that it looks like it. It looks like it's Premiere to me. I could be wrong.
We went on Firefall, which is exactly the same as the Liberty launch,
Another great ride. So good.
and he goes, "That's the building," because you could see them. There's a side that's
right
open,
behind
and you can
the
see
you
the
can
track.
see the new building
Track in there.
And he goes, "That looks like Premiere."
That's what it just looks like to me. I don't know if it is.
And the building is big enough to where we were thinking like it could be, unless it's like all queue and then ride inside of that building.
Oh no. That's I'm
Yeah.
sure that's mostly ride. And
That's
man,
mostly
we were
right.
thinking- we were
It's-
thinking
it
it
looks
could be
like it's
like the
Mummy
Mummy.
size.
Yeah.
It looks like Mummy Orlando size,
Oh
dude.
man. And
If it's anything like Mummy Orlando, I'm calling it now. I think it's going to be like the newest version of the Mummy.
But I will say, no matter what they do to Fire in the Hole, we know it's going to be great because again, that building is gigantic compared to the original. But how many times did we get to ride the original?
Oh,
5, 6, 7.
6 or 7, actually. Yeah.
So
Such love that ride. So glad the boys all got themselves final ride shirts of Fire in the Hole.
there's teasers all over the park for the new Fire in the Hole.
Yeah,
There's
volunteers needed.
Yep.
constructed
Text
walls that says text the number, volunteers needed. And then there's all around the park there's text this number, get your pants on. And it's like find Red Flanders. Find
right. The
something.
story
Red
continues.
Flanders has gone missing. Most wanted man, Red Flanders.
Yeah.
Find your pants.
Yep. Yep. Because in that ride, he's climbing through the.
Red Flanders,
Trying to
I told you.
Get your pants off.
I'm trying. I can't find them.
The big ball number stole them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that ride is so fantastic, and I'm sad that it's going to be gone. I'm glad that we had the chance to ride it. I can't wait for this. I think I'm even more excited about the announcement for the new Fire in the Hole
Than Top Thrill.
than I am about Top
Absolutely.
Thrill at that.
Agreed.
In the same plaza, Powder Keg.
Yep. Another
Powder
one?
Keg is great.
Yeah. Oh,
Totally have fun. I still don't understand the lift to that last drop, but
The turn that isn't banked into the lift.
yeah,
You feel
they
where the
had,
track switches.
yeah. I mean, they had to, take a problem, work with what they had,
it was
fix it.
Buzzsaw Falls, and they
Yeah.
sort of turned it into. And it's a great ride. It's a lot of fun. but time travelers.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We were all saying, I mean, Doug and I especially, like, not big fans of super spinny coasters, and like hearing those words extreme spinner, I'm like, heck no.
Yeah.
Nah. But the look of it, you know, the beautiful design work, the theming, I mean,
It's a beautiful
Stevie,
ride. So well
Stevie, come back
designed.
over here
Steve.
and talk about your first time
Yeah.
on Time Traveler. Or
Yeah,
like
you gotta
walking up
share.
to Time Traveler. So Stevie, did you know anything about Time Traveler? Walking up to it, walking into the line, getting on the train before it started.
I had no idea what was gonna happen.
Did you see the track at all?
No.
nice.
We were walking through the station after he said that he didn't know anything about it. And there are like these massive windows on both of the floors of the queue where you look and you see the entire ride, and it's like he was intentionally looking away from the windows. We were walking past it, these are the windows, like,
Which you
Spoiler
have to
free.
see it because it looks amazing.
It was
You guys
so
should
that it was
see
this
it.
spaghetti ball.
I
of
was so
crap.
clueless to the point where I asked Zach what color is the track. That's how clueless I was.
While
That's a
in the
great way to
line
ride
for the
it.
ride.
Yeah.
We
We were
get
like
to the, we
almost
get to
at
the
the end of the
station.
line, and I asked, "What's the color of the track?"
Yep. And if you can go in cold, do it, because there are so many surprises on that dang thing. It is.
We rode it
nuts.
so many times.
I want to do that every single time I
It
ride
is-
a new ride. I want to know nothing about the ride.
Well, usually you can see rides before you go on them.
But I think we can all walk away. If there was one ride that we all universally agreed upon,
Unexpected
this-
hit of the
Yep.
trip.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
definitely Time Traveler at
Absolutely.
Power City. It is a home run beyond home runs.
Absolutely.
One of the greatest ride experiences ever, period. And it's a different ride every single time. you
Every
ride it.
time. It's like, yeah, that's the other thing, man. The way they control the turns, and some rows you end up going, you're facing the other direction you were facing when the ride started. And I don't want to spoil anything, but there are some other, sick moments.
Ready
It's just.
for launch.
Yeah.
That drop out of the station is insane.
There we go. There's one of them. Yeah.
You can't really avoid that spoiler.
That's true.
You-
That's
you-
true. It's a mag.
90-foot drop directly out of the station.
90 foot, 90 degree.
degree.
Yeah.
Accelerating
I mean,
sideways is something different.
oh my gosh, that first launch, yeah. It's just incredible. And
It's
none of us had a
incredible.
moment of nausea. Ever.
No,
So
never
smooth.
once. You can marathon it.
The first
Marathon.
the first
Yeah.
time
Without a
we went
problem.
on a road with Robert, and we're sitting in the back car facing backwards, and we both were sitting there, and it took a little bit longer for that train to dispatch. And we're like, I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, I was definitely like, this could be the end of the trip for me, man. If this kills me, I don't know. But, oh man. And then we just got right back on.
Yeah, we turned
So
around straight back into the station.
And I gotta say again, like, not to piss people off,
Yeah,
we
if-
never waited more than 10, 15
minutes.
minutes
Yeah.
for that ride. I mean, those giant switchbacks were empty, so...
If there was nobody
We got
walking
on,
in front of me slowly, I would have ran through the whole line and rode it again by myself.
Yep.
You
would've.
practically did. Yeah. You were by yourself more than once, right?
You split our group up. You ran in front of other groups while we were back behind you.
That's how excited we were.
We went on Outlaw Run.
Outlaw.
Oh,
No.
I loved
His
Outlaw
favorite
Run.
ride, I
No, it's
guess.
not my favorite. Time Traveler there is my favorite for sure.
It's the best.
and then Fire in the Hole would be my second favorite there.
For sure.
What's your favorite?
Outlaw Run.
Oh, wait.
Time Traveler, yeah.
Outlaw Run. After the first drop is incredible.
Powder cake.
That first drop, if you don't brace for it, will hurt you like really bad.
See, you guys felt that. I didn't feel it. Dagan and I
Nice.
loved it.
Yeah,
and
you
I
guy
think the
went
night
back for
ride
one.
on that thing
Oh,
was
the night ride made it. The
sensational.
night ride made it
That's
so
good.
good.
Yeah.
It's
Powder
just
cake.
the first ride.
Yeah, we already talked about Powder Cake. You were
Oh,
running
I
around.
didn't hear that.
The first ride we went on, it was Dagan, Robert, and I were all in the back. Or no, it was Stevie, Robert, and I were all in the back seat. And I guess there's also a problem with a lightning rod at Dollywood. Well, the first drop.
I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, our buddy Andrew told us that apparently that the first drop of Lightning Rod does the same thing. Where
So,
it jolts you a little
You
bit.
you go down the first drop, and it's not like it feels like a pot. Wow,
Somebody-
These doors close pretty heavy here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're really heavy doors. You go down the first drop, and it's like really smooth, and then the train makes contact with the track,
Lands hard.
and it's like I've never felt the pain like that on a roller coaster, where it feels like you fall on your ass really hard.
But I never felt
pain
that.
shot from my
Every
ass
single
up to
time
my
I
chest.
rode it, I did not feel it at all. I mean, I could understand it. I felt the jolt, but it wasn't painful to me. It never was.
Maybe I sat in a really unlucky seat. I
I
also
don't
wasn't
know.
stable. They didn't push the restraint down at all.
Like when
So
I was in the back and when we rode it, when we went down that first drop, it slammed me back into the seat.
Yeah, that's what you
I
guys
think-
said. I just
yeah,
felt it.
yeah.
It's different. I
I
know,
think-
Robert, you didn't care for it too.
Well, it's not that I didn't care for it, but I know I would enjoy it if they had done all the retracting like they did on the Voyage. Like, the layout is amazing, but I just got two rides that were a little rough for me. Yeah, I don't know.
I
can't
didn't think it
explain
was
It's,
rough at all.
Yeah.
It's out of control. It has the same kind of. I don't want to say it's Ghost Rider pre-GCI, but it was.
No, it's not that bad. It's not.
No, but it was like
Sure.
the aggressiveness. of
Apparently,
some of the
guys,
turns.
my ride experiences are completely different from everybody else,
he's
and I
cal-
know what's rough.
He's calibrated a bit.
I didn't
wrong.
feel any roughness on that ride at all. I thought it was fantastic.
But I will say the last barrel rolls, awesome.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh,
was,
that-
Well, and that
that
also
dive
90
through the
degree
lift hill.
oh yeah, the dive
bank,
through the lift hill was
yeah.
great. Yeah.
It's I don't even know what it is. It's after the first inversion. You go over this bunny hill and you turn up into the lift hill,
Yeah.
and it banks out and bangs back in to a twisted drop.
I just know the big bunny hill that goes up and it's 90 degrees on the side.
Oh, the wave
And that
hill.
whole se- yeah, that
Yeah.
section, that's unreal. That
Yeah.
was so
Yeah.
awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, listen, hey,
I loved
as
it.
long as something.
It was-
I loved Outlaw.
I
you
went on
love it,
it.
you
I
love
went
it.
on it 4 times.
Nice.
All
There you
4
go.
rides were okay. The night ride was great.
Yeah,
The other
fair
3
enough.
were okay.
But obviously, try it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's all
Yeah.
good. It's all good.
Wildfire.
Wildfire. Yeah.
Wildfire is a great beat up.
So beautiful. So beautiful. And
Challenges Medusa.
that's your
there you go.
favorite?
Yeah,
Nice.
I liked it.
Nice. And the other thing I'll give Outlaw Run, you got to say for all the coasters, the views on the top of the lift hills
Oh,
are
over the lake
stunning.
and of that suburb where it's the same house over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
But I mean, it feels like you're 1,000 feet in the air.
There's
I mean,
a-
when
there's
you're
a
looking
really
all
Does,
the way down.
especially
to the
Wildfire, like you were saying, that one, the view on the top of that lift hill. is
I have a really cool picture because our first ride, the party was split, and there was only one train. So I got
Oh, yeah.
a picture of them going down, and they're all they're just like looking around, looking at the scenery,
He's
and
so
he's
good at
looking dead into the camera, and he's like,
Nice.
like the only person in the whole train. So if you
Looking
zoom
at
into
it.
that car and put him center screen, it looks like just like he's
Just
pictured.
posing. There we
Yeah.
go. Yeah, that was amazing. And the last thing I certainly need to talk about, the cave tour.
Oh, the cave tour.
If you go
Dude,
to
that's
Silver
worth it
Dollar City-
alone. That's worth it alone.
Absolutely. Yeah. We were all excited about it. We knew it was there, and we made plans to do it. But man, that was one of the greatest parts of the whole trip for me.
Yeah.
So
A couple of times whenever
You
we
did.
were at Silver Dollar
yeah,
City.
you found the rock of many names.
I did not.
No, it was
no,
the first one. It was the first one. Right?
I didn't hit my head on either of the big rocks. I hit my head looking into a pit.
Ooh.
It was like perfectly hidden in like a flat section of rock, so you couldn't see it, and it was just dark enough to where I stuck my head out and immediately hit a rock.
Yeah. It's you got to be careful, and they certainly tell you a lot of horror stories while you're waiting. Like
You also
you need to go to the restroom, you need to climb a lot of stairs, you need this, you need that, but
Climbing
I'm telling
through
you,
the small tunnel, that's what got me.
Tolerance,
My
yeah.
claustrophobia. But it was fine. It wasn't that bad at all. They have like little rails to hold on to as you do it, and I was fine with it.
Yeah,
It didn't
absolutely.
bother me one bit.
Yeah. But that hour, man, it was an hour-long trip. Flew by.
Flew by.
The scariest part of it was the threat looming over us that the train wouldn't work.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that was great.
And we'd have to go
Yeah,
all the way back.
that would have been another workout for sure. Yeah, but the little train that takes you up out of the cave and back up, that was running. I mean, again, part of our great karma. Like, everything worked.
Yeah, it was
Everything.
awesome. It was a great,
So
great trip. Thank you guys.
So good. Yeah, man, you guys, and look, it was so great. The first Wheels on I-80 tour, some of you were too young to ride stuff. You guys are all
I
old
rode
enough and you rode
Phoenix.
everything.
Yeah,
So
these guys jumped on every single ride. It was
they're
awesome.
hardcore. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we just got to start planning the next one. All right, I think that is going to bring this one to a close. And like I said in the intro, it's kind of hard to say goodbye for the second time. I mean, boy, what a just boatload of great memories, and oh man, so many incredible rides. And I'll tell you too, really, once more, if you are in Branson, Missouri, and you can make your way to Silver Dollar City, you simply must do the cave tour if you are able to. It's stunning, so beautiful, so beautiful. All right, we'll be getting back to kind of the more traditional episodes, and this big announcement I've been teasing for a little bit, and that's coming up very soon. So hope you'll stick around for those. So take care, and we will catch you in the next one. Evil.